First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakah, Kodash. Yahweh, see this world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai, see this world ignorantly calls Jesus. Bahashem means in the name, Rakah means spirit, and Kodash means holy. And that's on the Paleo Hebrew. I also want to give double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Today's video, I wanted to talk about what happened yesterday, going into how former President Trump was damn near almost assassinated, right? Trump was almost assassinated, right? They tried shooting at him, or they actually did pretty much graze him in the ear mid-speech. Let me see if I can pull the video. Trump rally shot right here.
Remember why you became a nurse? You wanted to help people.
Oh, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened. Oh.
Hold. When you're ready, on you.
Ready?
Move. Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here.
Move it to the stair.
Stair, get ready.
We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move? Let's move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head, it's bloody.
So we got to move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Watch out.
You saw it right there, man. And hey, that was insane, man. That was insane. And you have people trying to say that it was planned because the shooter was on a building that wasn't even cleared, and why isn't that building cleared, and why didn't they shoot the shooter if they had the lines of sight on him? Right, there's a lot of variables, right? But regardless, okay, this is gonna stir things up, right? This is escalation here on America, right? And ultimately, what I feel like this is gonna lead to eventually down the road, right? More events like this happening is ultimately civil war. Right? No, let me rephrase that. That is what it's going to lead to, because the scriptures prophesied of civil war here in America. Okay, let's read it. This is Isaiah chapter 19, and verse 1. It says, the burden of Egypt. When it's talking about Egypt here, it's talking about America. Right? Babylon the Great, spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I'll set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, right? So American against American. And they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, right? And this is part of that, right? If Trump was to be assassinated yesterday, hey, that would set the entire world, entire America, okay, into civil war, right? You'd have the Proud Boys, right? All these American gung ho, okay, Constitution guys, you know what I'm saying? They'd be sticking up for Trump and trying to do a rebellion, because they'd probably go into the fact of, oh, this is all planned. Look at what happened with Kennedy, right? Everybody knows Kennedy was planned, and they try to link it to that and this and that, and it'd just be a whole thing, right? But regardless, hey, people, hey, are already, that separation is evident. Right, the separation of left and right is becoming more evident as this society, as time progresses, right? And everybody is realizing that this place is through, man. Okay, the other day you had Biden. He called Zelensky Putin, right? Biden called Zelensky Putin. Listen to this.
Kai,
No way. Why would I use kayak to compare hundreds of...
So Matthew Seedorf, our reporter, has been digging into some of the political challenges for...
Highly anticipated press conference Thursday by President Joe Biden, the latest big test for his re-election campaign.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. He's going to beat President Putin.
With recent concerns and focus on Biden's age, Thursday he accidentally referred to Ukraine's President Zelensky as Russia President Putin, then Vice President Kamala Harris as Donald Trump.
I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there.
Biden's poor performance in the debate 2 weeks ago has several Democrats urging him to end his campaign.
It's up to the president to decide.
And that was the point, is that, hey, all these nations, they're looking at this. They saw this happen. Right, so they see Biden fucking up on stage. Right, here it is now, hey, Trump is damn near almost assassinated. And they're just looking at this place, the respect, right? They're looking at the, pretty much the trustworthiness. They're seeing that this place is crumbling. Right, everybody is separating from the West, slowly but surely. Okay, no matter what president comes in, what laws and legislations they try to pass, America is not going to recover. Right, this place is prophesied to be destroyed and for everything to come falling down. Let's read it in Jeremiah chapter 51. Right, here is saying Babylon, talking about America. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7, it says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Right, when it's talking about the nations have drunken of her wine, when it's talking about wine, it's talking about the philosophy. Right, and the Babylonian, the American philosophy is pretty much feminism. Okay, and all these nations, they have drunk of that. Right, you look at what has happened over there in the East. Okay, these nations, they know that as soon as their daughters start watching Meg Thee Stallion, Ice Spice, okay, Cardi B, and all these fucking prostitutes, right, harlots, hoes, that their daughters become just like them. That is that wine. Okay, that's the philosophy. And these nations, they all have drunken of it, right? They've all been westernized. And they're mad because they realize that it's destructive, right? The Western mindset is destructive for the family unit. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed, right? So this place is suddenly going to fall. How for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Right, so Jeremiah said, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Going into how this place has no salvation. No matter what president they put in, no matter what they try to, what dollar, right, the digital dollar they're gonna try to push, none of that is gonna save this place. Right, this place is prophesied to be destroyed by nuclear missiles. Okay, and this with Trump, eventually these things are gonna lead to civil war. Right, let's get another scripture dealing with that. And 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. It's actually 15. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16, it says, For there shall be sedition among men, and in invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, when you go into that word sedition, the definition, is conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. Right? So, and that's exactly what's going to happen. People are going to come against the government. Right? And people are going to come against each other. Right? You're going to have the left wing and the right wing fighting each other. Right? Division. It says, For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right? So your modern American is not going to regard the president. Right? It's not going to regard the governor. Okay, the authority. Right? Everybody is going to do whatever they want to do. The course of their actions is going to stand in their own power. Right? It's going to be a dog-eat-dog world. Right? Survival of the fittest. Okay, and ultimately the most fittest, right, the most fit men are ultimately going to be the believers of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? If you don't have faith, you're screwed. Right? You're out of here. Okay, so just wanted to touch on that quickly. And as time goes, We're gonna start seeing more developments. We're gonna start seeing more news come out over what happened yesterday with this assassination attempt, and just people are gonna realize that hold up, something's wrong here, right? Something's wrong here because hey, just looking at it, it looks like it was set up. I can't lie, right? But hey, we'll see as time progresses. So hopefully this is edifying. With that, and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakak and double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Shalom to you, like Shalom.